Okay, so I do this after show just for YouTube. Did you ever watch Inside the Actors Studio?
Yes.
Okay, do you remember at the end, James Lipton would ask the same questions to all his guests, and it would be like, what's your favorite curse word? You know, what does God say to you when you arrive at the pearly gates? So I took inspiration from his questionnaire, which actually came from a French show, believe it or not. And I made a questionnaire that is pet related. And I call this part of the show Last Call because it's, the last time you let your pets go potty and your dogs go potty at the end of the night.
Yes.
That's last call, right? So, so I would like to start asking you, what is your favorite breed?
Well, this is my second Norwich Terrier. I love them. And I would encourage, if anybody is interested in the breed, to see if there's any through the rescue first, any adult dogs. And that goes with any breed.
Right.
But yeah, he's portable. He goes everywhere with us, and he'll go snowshoeing. He goes on my bike in a backpack behind me.
I love that.
Another great product, the Canine Sports Sack. So yeah, I love it's a big dog and a little body.
I love that. Okay, so how did you find out about that breed? Like, you had a Norfolk before. So
I had a Norwich and a Norfolk before, and Higgins, my previous Norwich, my mom got. She saw a litter at a horse show, and she went to Germany right after she got him and asked me to watch him. Well, that was the end of that. She got back, and that's my dog now.
You don't have a dog anymore. I hope you enjoyed Germany. He's mine exactly. Now. All right. My next question is really meant to normalize the fact that not all breeds are for all people. What is your least favorite breed? One that you wouldn't have yourself. I mean, it's fine. It's not that you dislike it, but it's just not a breed that you would be crazy about having at home.
Wow. Because I just love all dogs. I guess what I go to first, because my first ever dog was a English Mastiff. So any of those large breeds that drool and shake and it's on your walls, I probably personally wouldn't enjoy that in my house. So that's what my mind thinks of first.
Yep. That's actually very popular. So I never see people with like tiny dogs being like, I wish I had a huge dog that slobbers all the time. I also see people say like the brassiphilac, the brachy dogs, the brassiphilac. Yes. I can't even say the word. Yeah, short nose, the brachy dogs. A lot of people are like, I don't like the way they're being bred. So, I mean, it's not really like, I just don't like the look of this dog. It's more so, like it just doesn't fit my lifestyle, or I have like an ethical issue with the way it's being bred. And it's important for people to know that dogs are individuals, and breeds don't always matter, but they matter. They do matter. Breed traits are a thing. Sizes matter. So even though your Mastiff looks super cute at 8 weeks, does not mean that Mastiff is not going to be 100 pounds at 6 months and crazy, right? So Exactly. It's important to think about the breed, even though you may fall in love with the individual. All right. Do your pets historically sleep in your bed?
Yes.
So that's why you're letting all the strays in. You're the more dogs, the merrier.
Well, as a puppy, I brought him into the bed, and that was the end of that. But we have rules in our house because it's not only sleeping that goes on in the bed. So my husband, we don't bring Winston up until... Am I allowed to say things? Yes. Well, he calls him the
most real answer ever. He's a cock blocker?
He's a cock blocker. So
I have one of those too.
We let him on the bed when we're ready to let him on the bed.
I have to tell you, my 14-and-a-half-year-old dog, Titan, my husband loves him. But I think in many ways, he just tolerates him, because I remember we had just moved to Louisiana. Titan had just moved there. And Titan literally, during an intimate moment, put his head on the bed and just stared at us.
Oh my.
And was like, that's enough. I don't like this. I don't like this. And then he started like doing that like anxious like yawn that they do. And of course, the moment was done and over, and like we laugh about that all the time, because we're like, he's the biggest cock block. I am we are soulmates, Titan and I, so I understand. He was like, but we were already married by then. Titan had to chill. All right. Who or what wakes you up in the morning?
It's either the sunlight or Winston.
The sunlight. I like that. That's the perfect way to wake up. And that's actually, you're the first person to answer that question. I like that.
Interesting.
What's your most used training command or cue with Winston?
Come.
Oh, good. Okay. And he's got good recall? He
does. Yeah. Especially when there's food involved.
Yes. Come. And then the crinkle of the treat
motivated. Yes.
All right. What is your least used training command or cue? Something that you wish you used more, that you need to use more, or something that you know people use and you just don't like?
Oh, command.
Or cue. It could be, you don't like place because blah, blah, blah. You don't have a use for it. Whatever it is.
I use all of them and I really believe in them. And every dog should have a place for you and them for their safety. Right. Like when I'm cooking in the kitchen with knives and what have you, Winston needs to be in the living room in his place until we're done with dinner. And he knows that.
Right.
I don't have a least favorite, but I really am an advocate for tricks.
Ooh.
The more tricks, the better. I know so many dogs just love learning new tricks and they come in handy when you meet new people, or if you, like I did a therapy dog with Winston at assisted living centers. They love that. And he loves it. It's using their brain.
Yes, exactly right. You actually just recently released a podcast about mental health and trick training and all that. So yes, definitely. I need to get more. So I guess that would be my answer to that question. Something the least used training command or cue here is trick training. I need to engage and enrich my dogs' lives more that way. My old dogs probably don't care, but my 8-year-old border collie would be so good if I were to invest the time in her. What pet-related noise do you love?
Well, one of my talents is I can bark like a dog. And I used to do it in my 20s at parties.
Okay, now you have to show us.
Okay, here we go. Oh, here comes Higgins. Winston, come here.
He's like, did you call me? Are we speaking my language now?
I can only do little dog bark. I can't do a big dog bark. So this is Winston.
Really good. Hi, Winston. You're so beautiful. Let me pin to you so we can see you. He is so sweet. He has such a sweet energy. You can tell that he's like a really good, like kind of mellow, but happy and comfortable dog.
Yeah, he's got a good life. So with what I do, he better live till 50.
You know what? I often say this. I want to come back in my future, if my next life as your pet. And in this case, I do. I want to come back as your pet in my next life so I can live the Winston life.
Oh, he's got it made for sure.
Okay. So what pet related noise do you hate?
Pain.
The yelp, the ouch.
Yelping. Yeah.
Yep. I hear that. So outside of being a brand liaison, an influencer, an affiliate, a podcaster, content creator, what other job in the pet industry, if you had the time, would you think would be fun to try?
I would love to come up with a product, and what that looks like, I don't know. I always have ideas, but what is practical? I mean, anything to make our dogs' lives easier, help them to live longer and healthier. I'm all for it. So it would be nice to have a product.
Yes, I can see that. I can totally see that coming. That's on the horizon for you. I feel it.
We'll see. I'm always thinking the wheels are always turning.
Always turning.
Dog walk.
Especially on the walks when you're not distracted by people leaving the poop or on their phone speaking loudly. All right. So in the pet industry specifically, what job would you never want to try?
Being the people that go to the poo stations. have to empty them.
Oh, the ones that have been sitting there for days or weeks. Yes. Yes. You know, nobody's ever said that. We've had people say poop scooper, right? That go into a backyard, but
No.
nobody's talked about those like
The neighborhood.
10-pound bags, at least 20-pound bags of poop that these people pick up. You're right. Whew, I agree.
Thank you.
I'll pass. Yes. All right. Last one.
Yes.
And this is where we get a little introspective. Like we've been at the bar all night and now it's last call. We're ordering our last drink. And I ask you, if the Rainbow Bridge exists, who is the first pet to greet you when you arrive?
Well, my soul dog right now is Winston. You know, he's been on such a journey with me, creating this business and loss that I've had, and he's just been amazing. So far in my life, I will have more dogs, no doubt, but I would say Winston would be there first.
And he's 13 now, right?
Yes.
Gosh, he looks he's like
doing great. And he just woke up from a nap. Normally, he's crazy, man. Again, if there's food involved, I'll do tricks. I'll play the find it game. I'll do the snuffle mat. Yeah.
That is so cool. Well, I have so enjoyed getting to know you. I wish you nothing but success in everything you do. And yes, I'm so excited to see Winston live a long, 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 long and happy life. Thanks to all that you do for him and for all the pets, really. You're truly a wealth of knowledge. So thank you for joining me today.
Thank you so much, Isabel. Appreciate you.